Hello everybody, it's ITMog217, and today we're reviewing the LEGO Star Wars set number 75280, the 501st Legion Clone Troopers, also known as the 501st Battle Pack. It has 285 pieces, retails for $40 Canadian, 25 pounds, and $30 USD. Honestly, this is the perfect army builder, but we'll wait until the review, as we get further into the review before we give my official thoughts. But front of the box looks really decent. Love the background artwork and how these figures are displayed, and I love that they included the Ahsoka Trooper at the top right there. But got the Disney logo right there. Love the greebling box art. I think that's perfect. Side of the box has Lego Life. Top of the box has the 501st Jet Trooper first scale, shown at the top right there. Other side of the box shows the ATST, I believe that's what it's called, on the side there. And then we have an advertisement for the Skywalker Saga video game coming soon at the bottom. At the back of the box, we see that it says play in the Skywalker Saga. Now, originally, when I first opened this up and built it, I thought, oh, we're going to have a special code to unlock either the vehicles or the clone troopers in the game. Well, unfortunately, no, that's not the case. It's just an advertisement for the game. No special code whatsoever. But, again, love how it's displayed, how one battle droid is fighting and one is surrendering, and it shows how the vehicles work. If I had one complaint about the box, I totally, absolutely dislike the thumb tabs, because as someone who likes to save some of the boxes for certain sets, the creases, this causes creasing with this double thumb tab. Not a huge fan of it. Anyway, let's get on to the actual set, shall we? Alright, so here we have the set itself built up. Now, this does include 2 regular battle droids, which are somewhat interesting. I'll have a look at those in a second, if I can get them to stand up. That's the one thing I didn't like about the battle droids, that they're never easy to stand up, but yeah. Love the look of this BARC speeder bike, and love all the looks like that, but all this together as one set, perfect. It looks like it's a perfect army builder. You get 501st Clone Troopers, you get a little bit of battle droids on the side, so you can kind of create a droid army on the side as well. Looks perfect selection, but let's look at the individual builds now. Here we have the BARC speeder bike. I actually kind of like this design. It's a lot more, I don't know, detailed compared to the original Clone Trooper Battle Pack from the Clone Wars TV series. I actually have it here for scale. As you can tell, it is much larger compared to the older one. So that's another interesting factor, is that it's larger, but it pulls it off nicely compared to the other one. The other one does look nice, but still. But yeah. As for stickers, you do have a sticker right here. You do have a sticker on this side, that side, and that side of the BARC speeder. But yeah, it does fit one clone trooper, obviously. I've had to complain about a few things with the build, is that it has no weapon storage for the clone trooper whatsoever. So honestly, if you're like me and you want a makeshift weapon storage, you could take these, I don't know what these are called, but these weapons right here on the sides, and then just attach the blaster, like so, and then boom. Technically weapon storage. I don't know. Another complaint I guess I would have with this set is, this could just be the way I built it, but this isn't exactly a perfect curve. It kind of runs and slops down a little bit, and it's a little irritating. But another thing I'd have to really complain about is, I don't know, this just seems a little loose to turn around on all 4 sides. And this little engine seems a little too small. And stud shooters. I hate stud shooters, but I think they integrated this pretty well into the BARC speeder. I think it does it a good job. And when it comes to the seat of the BARC speeder, I don't know. It's just that little gap that really bothers me. You can kind of see that gap there. It just somewhat bothers me, but that's just my own personal issue. Anyway, let's move on to the ATST, I think it's what it's called. Okay, so here we have the ATST, and unlike the BARC speeder, this one actually does have built-in weapons storage right here on this 1x2 clip that is built into the vehicle. I have no major complaints with the set other than the exposed bricks right here. I think there have been other ATSTs who have pulled it off where there isn't as much showing right here, but it's okay. It's okay. A lot of people complain about this not being minifigure scale, and honestly, I don't care much. It looks great no matter what, in my opinion. So, that's my own personal opinion, though. As for stickers, you do get one here on this 2x2, one on this 1x2 cheese slope, one on this 1x3 tile, and then you get one on either end of these flag pieces with the 501st insignia. And then, of course, you get one sticker on this side right here on opposite ends. Now, you may be thinking, okay, you hate stud shooters. What do you think about this little doohickey at the front here? It's okay. It's not perfect, but I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Because with the 20th anniversary Scout Walker, I love the integration of how that did the stud shooter. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. But, yeah. I kind of am worried about how the controls here for the minifigure. Here, like you see, it's attached to a 1x2 clip. I'm worried when you're attaching and detaching the minifigure, I'm worried that's going to leave stress marks on the clip piece and eventually break it. So that's my own caution to you guys. It does include a binoculars piece, but we'll have a look at that when we look at the minifigures. But speaking of minifigures, let's have a look at those right now. Okay, so here we have a 501st Clone Trooper. Now, the reason why I'm showing this one off is I just got to plug this right here. This one is, in my opinion, a misprint compared to an actual minifigure. Like, it's a slight misprint. You can kind of tell with the visor piece. I'll use the gun to point it out. Like, this piece right here that the gun's touching over. You can kind of see the misprint right there when compared to the... This is like the misprinted one, but... Still, really interesting leg printing as well as torso printing. You do have some torso printing on the back, which looks great in my opinion. You of course get two different kinds of weapon choices. I kind of like how they altered the DC-15 blaster rifle to have the candle piece as kind of like a silencer added to it. I think that's a nice touch. And a big deal apparently to some people is they got rid of the angry clone face and replaced it with this new face. Honestly, it does look nice. I will admit that. Honestly, I just didn't care about the angry clone face. Now, for those of you who are wondering what the angry clone face looked like, here's what it looked like. This is the clone trooper, and this is what the clone troopers would have looked like with the angry clone face. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you prefer angry clone face or new clone face. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Me personally, either is fine. Either is fine. Works for me. But yeah, let's move on to the Jet Trooper 501st figure. Okay, so here we have the 501st Jet Trooper. It has the exact same legs as the 501st Clone Trooper. It does, however, have a new exclusive torso print that is exclusive to just this minifigure. It has an exclusive blue jetpack, I believe. This is just exclusive to this set. It might have been included in another one. If so, leave a comment in the section down below to correct me. It has an exclusive helmet. And apparently the Jet Trooper first appeared in the Battlefront 2 game. And then it appeared in the Clone Wars TV series. Honestly, it's a nice figure to collect. And if you get multiples of this set, it's a great way to have a Jet Trooper section of your 501st Army. It does, of course, have the same new clone head underneath. But yeah, let's have a look at what's underneath the jetpack. Removing the jetpack, you just get some nice clone armor printing on the back with some blue right there just to make it fitting with the blue arms. But no other difference other than that. But yeah, let's have a look at the battle droids, because why not? Here we have the battle droid. Of course, it's just a regular old battle droid that's included in this set. It's nothing special about it, to be honest. No exclusive combinations or parts, really, to be honest. But it's an okay addition to this set. Like I said earlier, it's great to have a side army build if you're collecting multiples of this set. But yeah, let's have a look at the extra pieces and the instructions and then the final thoughts. Alright, so here we have the extra parts. Now, for those of you who watch my other reviews, you know I like to clump all my extra parts together so that it's easier for storage. But I'll try my best to show you off what extra pieces are included. We have a 1x1 cheese slope in a light gray. I believe this was used on the ATST for the legs, like the feet pieces. But, yeah. And then we have another 1x1 cheese slope in black, and that was used on the Bark Speeder. And then we have this control lever thing that was used for a clone trooper to control the Bark Speeder. We also have another one of those stud shooters, the launching mechanism. I honestly don't know why they include a second one, but I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments section down below as to why they do that. We get a black lightsaber piece, this torpedo head, I guess is what it's called, in a light gray. You also get an extra pair of droid arms, one to hold a blaster and one to just have on the side. You do get a black lightsaber piece that is used on main thing to hold the controls on the Bark Speeder. You also get a bunch of other studs and all that other fun stuff. But yeah, let's have a look at the instructions, shall we? Looking at the instructions, it shows the same as the box art, except of course there's a QR code to scan in if you have the LEGO Life app, which is a way to keep track of your sets and look at the instructions digitally. Again, basically the box art slapped on the front of this with a QR code. But yeah, opening up the instructions, nothing too special. It's just your average instructions, to be honest. There was, I believe, a total of 3 bags. I don't know. You can check out the live stream archive link that I'll leave in the description below if you want to check that out. But yeah, that's what it looks like altogether. Again, no weapons storage for the person in the Bark Speeder. Flipping over, it has an advertisement for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which was supposed to come out in 2020, but it has been postponed until, I believe, spring of 2021. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on, I love that they do this. I wish they would bring this back for Ninjago sets. They have the set number and what minifigures are included in the certain set, which is great if you want to get certain minifigures. And then, of course, if you flip the page, it has those exact same sets, but just showing the models and builds and such. I personally want to get my hands on the Razor Crest or the Bounty Hunter Transport, is what it's being changed to in some regions. But it also has some of the spring 2020 sets advertised in here, which is nice. It's just nice. Then you got a parts listing and, you know, product feedback advertisement on the back. But yeah, let's have final thoughts. Honestly, I think this set is pretty decent for what you're paying for. I do kind of wish it was probably 10 currency dollars, whatever the heck you want to call it, cheaper, because it is basically the size of 2 battle packs in one. You do get nice builds, like I said. You get a nice selection of minifigures, even with the rare chance of getting a misprint in some degree, shape, or form. This is obviously great for army building. It is in itself a battle pack, even though it doesn't say on the packaging it's a battle pack. It is a battle pack. It's like what people I've been seeing on the internet call it, a super battle pack. I definitely recommend this set if you're a Star Wars fan, let alone a Clone Trooper fan, especially of the Fall First. And personally for myself, I'm hoping to get 1, maybe 2 more, 1 to keep sealed, and maybe 1 to open up again. I don't know. I'll think about it, but yeah. Yeah, that's basically my thoughts on this set. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this review, consider leaving a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I do a lot of LEGO-related content, especially the occasional live stream every now and then. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in a future video. Until then, see ya.